Howdy everybody. It's raining. About 10 o'clock in the morning. Today I got a video for you. I'm going to be fabricating fenders for my dump truck, or at least an extension. I'll show you in a little bit. I got everything set up here. Was originally gonna cut this used metal, this used fender that I got with the oxypropane setup, but I'm gonna use the carbon arc right now because it's cheaper. I'll just be careful not to ground myself. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this out. I've already got it marked, and then we're gonna hopefully weld it to the side of my dump bed on my dump truck. So, if any of you don't know what a carbon arc is, or arc gouging, this is the whip you use for it. I got this connected to my welder. I'll turn you a little bit. I got it connected to my 220 kicking horse arc welder and to my air compressor in the shop. But what you can see is through these little holes there, it blasts compressed air. Now, this is kind of like, I call it backward stick welding. It's like your arc welding, but instead of welding, you're taking away metal. So this is the rod you use. Word of advice is this: if you're interested in doing this, smaller the welder, the thinner the rod. Big welders I've seen run 1/2 inch, like 480 volt welders. They'll run 1/2 inch carbon. This is a carbon rod. I'm not the expert on this, I just know how to do it. But this is a carbon rod. You stick this in there. And what it does, when you strike the metal, it blows, see if you can see this, air out those holes. You know, take your weld puddle and blow it away. And really fantastic. These rods are pretty dang cheap compared to going and buying gas for your oxy torch or what have you. I love it. And you can make really precise cuts. You can cut everything that you want to and nothing you don't want to. So I really like these. The only problem with them is they take a lot of air. I just have maybe a 20-gallon Porter cable air compressor, and it's hard to keep up with this. But anyways, we'll get right to it. And we'll get cutting. I'll probably have to cut a lot of this stuff out, but this first cut I'm going to do in real time, and then the next cuts I'll time lapse, so you don't have to watch me. You know what I mean? Alright, let's get to it. Oh, and one thing you do need is your welding hood. Let me go grab that. If you want to learn more about arc gouging or carbon arc cutting, let me know and I can make another video specifically about it. I think that'd be pretty cool, but let me know what you guys think. think I need a better ground. Adjust my rod a little bit. Give the air compressor some time to charge up. There. All right, there's our piece of metal. It's not the most beautiful cut, but it's good enough for garbage, for my junk anyways. And it's easy and it's cheap. That's what I like about it. It's sure a lot better than using a cutting wheel. And I don't have a plasma cutter. My dad does, but I don't. But there we go. What that thing, that arc gouger is really good at gouging welds. That was a big weld that was somewhere in here on the other side, and it's really good at cutting out welds. So if you have I don't know, something that you just want to break the weld and then break the weld. Oh, I forget what I was going to say. If you have something that you want to gouge out the weld and re-weld good and right, this is the cat's meow. But anyways, got that piece. Thinking about cutting another one out, but let's go test fit this first. So this is the truck, if you don't already know, and this has got a bed from a single rear wheel truck, and this is a dually, so the bed doesn't cover the tire. The tire sticks out. I originally wanted to put a different bed on this, or make a different bed, but that takes time and money, something that I both don't have. But the idea for this is gonna be something like that. And that'll cover up the wheel. It'll give me space here for, I was almost thinking, a couple of small toolboxes, which would be perfect for this. This is kind of my work truck. I don't use this for a dump truck. I have another bigger one, so this is kind of like my trailer pulling truck. I use it to pull the big trailer, and well, if I pulled the big trailer with the larger dump truck I have, I'd have to have a DOT number, and the gross combined weight would be more than 26,000 pounds. I think the bigger dump truck I have is rated at 23,000 pounds max gross, but so that's why I have this truck, is to pull the trailer, and it's a little bit cheaper to operate on the road than the 2-ton. But anyways, I start rambling. This will go something like that. I'll weld it in, brace it, clean up the edge, and I'll put something like this on there so you don't catch a coat onto it. And that'll give me more room to mount mud flaps, tail lights. The mud flaps riding on the back tires really bothers me, and it's been like that for like a year, and anyways, it's a pet peeve of mine. But I think that'll work pretty good. The only issue I have is you probably can't see it. Let me move the camera. I'm trying to camera and hold this part up, but I have to avoid that dump bed latch. I can cut another plate and custom make it to go around that tailgate latch, but that's probably what I'll end up doing. But this is gonna work for now. I'm happy with this. So let's cut another one out. I got my panel cut out. Let me make sure we're looking where we ought to be. I ground this halfway decent, so I'll be able to at least strike an arc on it and get it tacked up. Then I'll clean it better. Tell you the truth, my back is starting to hurt, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to do this, but we're gonna at least get one side tacked in today for this video. Then we'll continue it later when I get time. But I got some good and dry 6013 that I'm gonna tack this in with. Then I have some garbage rod that I pulled out of the garbage to weld the rest of it in. It don't need to be pretty. None of the welds on this truck are pretty anyways. That's what I'm thinking we're going to do. Now the hard part is holding it, being able to see with a non-auto darkening helmet, and getting a successful tack. I forgot that thing's going to be in our way. I'm going to grab the hammer. Hey guys, just thought I'd show what I'm doing. Oh, there went a rod. Try to get it cleaned up so you can see better. But I'm pretty much just butt welding these two plates. I've been having to do it with two passes with the 7018. This is the rod I found in the garbage, but I've been having to do a base pass on the bed first, and then I go back and favor more of the weld on the bed than here, so I don't burn through this thin steel, and just doing a whole nother pass. It's worked pretty good. That looks like garbage because that's the one I tacked it with my eyes closed, but I'm not gonna weld it all the way down because that's a lot of welding rod. This one I'm welding pretty good because I'm thinking I'm gonna have a toolbox right here, but it gives it some more strength, and if it gets hooked on anything, hopefully it won't completely rip it off. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep doing that all the way down the line. Fill up a little bit here, call it good, and we'll just keep going. Alright, I'm calling that good enough. I went overboard right there. Thought it would be fun. Some of those welds don't look all that good, but you know, she's pretty solid. I can bang on it. Good enough. That's all I want. But this side is at least welded on. I'll do the other side some other time. I'm getting kind of tired of working out in the rain, you know. But if you enjoyed this and you like seeing me work on stuff, or if you want to learn more skills, I mean, I'm a mechanic and a welder. Well, I have welded. I'm a professional mechanic. Professional. Actually, I'm not a professional anything. I weld, and I work on trucks, and I do other stuff. If you want to learn a new skill, woodworking, welding, wrenching, diagnostics, let me know, and maybe we can do a video on that. I need some help getting some video ideas. But we got extend a bed, I guess is what you'd call it, fender on the dump truck welded today. I'll do another video where I'll weld on the other one, or maybe I'll do that off camera. I don't really know. You guys have already seen one weld, so you probably don't need to see the other one. But we'll keep working on this. I'm gonna add a fuel tank on there, other side in that same spot. I'm gonna do a big toolbox for tie downs, and I really want to do something in this space. Whether it be making my own small toolboxes or something. Maybe a shovel. I don't know. Or maybe I should just leave it as is. But let me know what you guys think. Anyways, if you lasted this long, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with my rambling. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It's free. And that gives me the motivation to make these videos. I hope you guys have a nice day. See you later.